boys and girls, welcome back to the Steak and Brush. I'm Christine, and if I sound like I'm talking a little softly, I probably am. It's 8:30 a.m., which is very, very early for me, which, if you've been watching me, you know means I've just been up all night. But yeah, everybody else in my sleep, everyone else in the house is asleep. My daughter probably will be getting up soon, but my husband works second shift, so he sleeps in. So I'm trying to keep the level down a little bit for him. But I thought I'm up, I might as well do a video. And it just so happens that I picked up the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator the other day. Now, I'm not big on tinted moisturizers. I always, I'm looking for more coverage. It's just what I'm looking for. I'm not quite at the full coverage like I used to be. I'm more of a medium coverage now is what I'm looking for. I have tried, a light coverage here and there. That's okay. But this wasn't on my radar at all. I mean, I knew it was out, but I really wasn't thinking much about it until I saw Geek Out of Water's review. And I normally don't watch reviews of products that I know I'm going to be reviewing until afterwards, so that I know, my thoughts aren't tainted by theirs. But since I thought, this isn't something I'd be interested in, I'll go ahead and watch it. And she made it sound like it had a lot more coverage than a normal tinted hydrator, and it lasted longer. So I'm going to try it out. Let me get you some of the details on it. This is on the Ulta site. It says, this oil-free tinted hydrator with hyaluronic acid and vegan squalane is a one-way ticket to quenched perfection. Wet n Wild's Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator Tinted Skin Veil, it's a long name, features buildable sheer to medium coverage with a semi-matte finish for a naturally flawless and nourished glow. So that whole sheer to medium is kind of what got me there. Transforms a multi-step routine into a one-step regimen so that you'll be ready in a splash with this lightweight, multi-purpose, and super convenient formula. Simply tap, blend, and build to your preferred coverage for hydrated, radiant, instant perfection. Select from our versatile range of shades to transport yourself to a complexion paradise. It says the key benefits are oil-free and hydrating with hyaluronic acid and vegan squalane. Provides buildable sheer to medium coverage and semi-matte finish for all skin types. Now they have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have it in 7 shades. They have it listed at Ulta for $5.99. I got it at Target for $4.99. I mean, it's $1. It's not that big of a difference, but the biggest thing I noticed, and if you look on their site, you'll see it. You might see it too. That light is darker than light medium. I was debating, what color do I want to get? Because the light, or the light medium, which would normally be about what I get, I thought, wow, that looks really light. And I know with tinted moisturizers and things that have less coverage, you've got a little more leeway, which is why 7 shades isn't bad. I don't think this goes deep enough to truly be a full range. It definitely needs to go deeper, but back to the light medium thing, I thought, wow, that's really light. And then I looked at the medium tan. That looks too dark for me. And then I happened to look back and I'm like, well, why does light look so much darker? I don't know what's going on with that. When I look at the bottle, and I haven't really swatched this or anything, but when I look at the bottle, it looks okay. So I have no idea what I'm getting into shade-wise. We'll see. For $5, if it's bad, I'll deal with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Where's my little palette? I a ton of things that have just disappeared off of my vanity, and I'm assuming my cat has something to do with that. She really doesn't get into my vanity, but you know, she could be a pain anyway. I just have my skincare on, nothing else, and I did not put an extra moisturizer on. Oh, that's why it's not coming off. It has a safety seal on there. We'll see. I have no idea what too much and what is not too much. This is kind of runny. So, let's take a look and see where it takes us. It's, yeah, pretty runny. I mean, not like a solid liquid, but... And I hate putting things on with my fingers. But it's, you know, everything I've read said that's the best way to do it. Okay, that gives more coverage than I was expecting. That really does. And it feels like a moisturizer. Holy cow. The color's pretty good. That almost covered up my sunspot. I mean, it didn't completely, and the more I rub it, the more it's going to go away, but holy moly. That's incredible. Okay, so if you guys know of any other tinted moisturizers that do this, or at least do what it's appearing to do right from the get-go, please let me know, because I've just been ignoring them, thinking that they weren't enough coverage. Oh, but I hate putting my fingers in it. Hate. Wow. Huh. I'm not sure I'm loving how it looks on my chin right now. I actually feel like this might... I mean, it's a good enough match, but it almost looks like it would be a little dark. A little peachy, I guess. But I'm just kind of sitting here amazed. I'm doing this differently than a normal foundation review. I guess I should have said that at the beginning. I'm not going to do 3 days with different primers and stuff like that. Just because I don't feel that a tinted moisturizer I should be wearing primers under it. Let me know if you feel differently. Again, this is my first experience with one. Man, that's still not loving that right there, but I don't know why I even bother, because as soon as I put any other product on, it's gonna show through. I mean, you have to look to see that. That's... And I'll show you. I mean, yeah, I probably put a big dollop on there. More than I should have put on. But... let me show you how much I have left. And that did my entire face, down my neck. Okay. I'm impressed. I'm really, really impressed. If I could just get a little, work a little better there. I don't know if I should rub more. This is a moisturizer. Do I set it? I don't feel like I should. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't. I'm going to have to figure some things out. Let me go ahead and put the rest of my makeup on, and I'll be back and tell you how that went. Okay, I have finished up my face. I did not set it. I used a Natasha Denona bronzer, a Natasha Denona cream blush, and a Natasha Denona highlighter. I'm doing a Natasha Denona look in case you can't tell. I just got the new Love palette. You probably are. I think that video should be up already, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But let's look at my skin. I'm amazed that this is the coverage you get on a tinted moisturizer. Please tell me, have I been wrong all this time? Is this what kind of coverage you can actually get? This doesn't seem... I mean, just kind of making funny faces, but it feels... You know, it is very lightweight. It doesn't feel like I have anything on. It's not heavy. My skin looks good. Even my chin looks better than when I first did it. Nose looks good. So far, right here looks good. I have been having this a very specific spot where I've been having issues. So we'll kind of watch that. It's not settling into lines. It is 9:15 right now. So we'll see how it plays throughout the day, and I will check in later. Catch you then. Alright, I'm back, and it's actually a different day. One of these days I will do a first day review all on the first day. But again, I forget what happened at the end of the first day. I was just exhausted and had to go to sleep. But I used all of the same face products as I did before. Even my eye products, it's just a little, different look, but it's still the same stuff. Same, all my skincare and everything's the same. And we're at about 8 hours. Haven't taken a real close look, so let's look now. Okay, there is nothing in my forehead lines. That looks really good. It looks a little shiny for me. Not necessarily a bad thing, but like when I press on my forehead with my fingers and I come away, I can see where it's less shiny, and then I've got the shine on here. I amazingly did not take I did take a short nap, but I fell asleep sitting up. So I wasn't, didn't push onto my face or anything like that. I mean, blush, bronzer, highlight, all still there. My nose looks really good. My chin is breaking up. At 8 hours. So this is definitely not like, I would say this is what an average foundation should be. It's not, you're not going to get 10 to 12 hours out of it, but I mean, it looks good, especially for a tinted hydrator. I have watched some other reviews of different tinted hydrators, so I think this is just an anomaly for what kind of coverage we're getting out of this, but I wish more were like this, because I really do like this. I mean, my skin feels really nice. I wonder in the summer if it's something I would want to set, since I am getting a little, not greasy, but a little shiny up through here. But like right through here where I've been having all kinds of dry skin problems, it looks great. I mean, and you really don't have to use that much. When I was putting on today, I actually squeezed out, I just squeezed the bottle a little bit, and it kind of went over, and I just used what was there. So it wasn't like it was a ton of product. But yeah, I think it looks really good. I'm really, really amazed by this. This is not something that I would have thought I would have been amazed by. and like I said, I was just going to skip it completely until I saw somebody else's review. So I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I did pick it up. Like I said, I've been watching other, tinted moisturizers, and they still don't sound like something that I'd like, but this is different. This is a higher coverage tinted moisturizer, so if you kind of like the feeling of the tinted moisturizer, and you like those kind of qualities, but you just need a little more coverage, this is good. And like I said, it's $5. Not a ton of shade range though. So for something that does provide a little more coverage, it would be nice to have some more. Although I guess you could also sheer it out a little bit more to help. But I'm impressed, guys. I'm really, really impressed. That, and I also tried their new Wet n Wild's new concealer, and I really like it too. So Wet n Wild's doing some good things with skin products. So, alright, let me know if you tried this, what you thought of it, if you have any other if you have any tinted moisturizers, or any other foundations you would like me to try out, I will give it a try. Until next time, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the little bell to get notified of all my or hit the bell to get notified of all of my uploads, and follow me over on Instagram at steak_and_brush. Bye bye.